it's motomattman. I just got something in my eye right before closing my face shield. How's it going today? Oh, what the hell was that? A little bit breezy. Oh, anyway, Mrs. motomattman has sent me to the post office to check the P.O. box. So I'm going to go do that. And then I don't have a clue what's in store. But we're going to go down to our little hillbilly post office. And it's really weird because our mail doesn't actually come out of this post office. This is the closest post office to our house. It's the only one in our town. But our mail doesn't actually come from this post office. We can mail stuff here, and it can be delivered here to the P.O. box. But the mail we get to the house comes out of Chardon. I don't get it. It didn't used to be that way, but it is now. I don't know. I guess they got their reasons. So we'll go here. We'll run in and check our little P.O. box. Let's go see what we got in here. If anything. We got some stuff. Got stickers. PSP Tommy G. Alright. I'll have to check out this letter when we get home. I'll let Mrs. motomattman open it. Put it in the super cute little tank bag. I mean, check this thing out, guys. Look how little this thing is. Can't get my pockets zipped. But check this little thing out. I mean, it's got a decent amount of room in it for like a soda or whatever. See? Yeah, I keep a flashlight, a lighter, I don't even know why, bungee cord in here. It's got straps I can hook on it that I keep in this little phone thing. I mean, really, that's a phone pouch? Seriously? Okay, let's go see what we can get into here. I think we'll go into Harts Grove. I said, got no clue what we're doing. Got no clue what that's going to be either. Okay, big rock. But anyway, tryouts for my daughter's softball organization, the organized tryouts at least, are now done. So we're moving on to the next season. And we have the weekend off, which means got to do crap around the house. Probably going to be cleaning stalls and fixing some shit. But anyway, we got the weekend off and a week with no practice. So that's what we don't have going on. It's about 12:36 according to my little clock that I did set the time after my last ride, and enough complaining about the fact that I didn't reset the clock when I had to replace the battery. Kind of irritates me that my battery lasted the short little time it did, even being connected to my little trickle charger thing there. So I don't know. But anyway, it's a beautiful day. It's mid-80s right now. Like I said, a little bit breezy, which unfortunately it's a warm breeze. It's not a cool breeze. I'm not close enough to the lake to get the cool breeze. Definitely something I miss about living at the beach. And I don't know if I pointed this out before, but I mean, that is a cool damn gazebo and bridge going over their little pond. I mean, that thing is damn cool. Anyway, it's a little bit more traffic than is normally on this road in the middle of the day. But it is what it is. Just like a nice ride out here through the country. I figure I might go down here and go through the circle and take a different road than we normally take. See how that goes. And let's see what else is going on. Okay. Being in Ohio, I currently live in what I guess you could consider Big Ten country. And oh my God, you would have thought the world had come to an end earlier this week when the Big Ten announced that it was canceling the fall, or postponing, or whatever they're doing. They can't make up their mind. The fall sports season. No Big Ten football. People around here not too excited about that. And then the Pac-12 also canceled, and we have smaller Division I colleges in our area that also play football, but they're in the MAC, the mid athletic conference, Midwest Athletic Conference. I don't know what the hell MAC stands for. But anyway, they have schools like Kent State and Akron and Miami of Ohio and schools like that and in the conference. And I think Marshall may be in the conference. And believe it or not, I mean, there have been some really good football players to come out of those schools. But Ben Roethlisberger came out of Miami of Ohio, I do believe. Josh Cribbs, the kick returner extraordinaire, came out of Akron or Kent. I think he came out of Akron. Julian Edelman came out of Kent. And not only that, but you've had a bunch of football coaches to come out of the MAC. Lou Holtz went to Kent. Is one of them. Trying to think who else. There's somebody else went to Kent. Anyway, it'll pop back into my head. Having one of those brain fart moments. Trying to do too many things with my brain at the same time. That's never a good thing. But anyway, the MAC, actually, the point of the story was the MAC had canceled their season earlier on, before the Big Ten had canceled theirs. So kind of got screwed all the way around for college football. And the announcement as far as clearing the land, yeah, squirrel just ran by. There's a lot of smoke. Anyway, the announcement as far as high school stuff, they keep saying that they're going to do high school sports in the fall, but I don't know how. I don't know if it's actually going to happen or not, if there's actually going to be football or not. you know, when your universities in your state are not, your Division I universities are not going to be playing football, and they're going to lose out on the billions of dollars that they earn from it. I don't know how you're going to have high school, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Anyway, different road, but you see, you end up with the same thing. It's about as curvy as a 2x4. It's kind of sort of paved. That's a good thing. But I mean, as I'm used to saying, it is what it is. A couple of white-faced cows. Wind action there. Didn't feel all that breezy when I jumped on the bike. Kind of surprising. But right now I think I'm kind of experiencing a little bit of a headwind. Round bales for sale. It's getting to be that time of year. That we'll start seeing the signs for hay for sale everywhere. Strange as it may sound to those of you that live in a city or live in a bigger sized town that's not surrounded by agricultural areas, hay is a big crop in this area. A big crop. And hay is a crop. You do plant it. It's not just somebody letting their grass grow really long and then they cut it and put it in bales. It is a crop. And there are multiple types of hay with the different timothy or and clover contents. Little factoid for you there. What do we got up here? Road will be closed August the 17th for 14 days. Okay, that's fine. Just wanted to see what it was going to say. Don't know where that goes, and that wasn't a very nice looking paved road, so we'll keep on trucking. Beans, beans, and more beans. Coming up on Trumbull Locker. This place up here on my left hand side, right there, Trumbull Locker. You can go there and you can get it's like a butcher. They butcher local cattle and whatnot for people. It's also where you can go and get your deer processed during hunting season. But they have all kinds of things there. A lot of people go there to get their meat around us. Okay. New road. I'm going to give you just a minute and give you a little bit of V4 music. Okie dokie. Love the sound of the V4. Would have cruised a little bit up, gone a little bit higher if it weren't for the fact that I feel like I'm having to hang on to the road. Anyway, I don't know why the hell I'm talking like that today. I have no clue. No clue. Just being damn goofy, I guess. We are now in Footville. Alrighty. Awesome. Don't have a damn clue where Footville is, but that is where we are. We are in Footville. Trumbull Township tour. political signs popping up all over the place. Corn, corn, and more corn. Look at all the corn. Everywhere. Now, some of this corn is what you would think of that you would want to be eating. Some of it is some nice sweet corn. Other of that corn is feed corn. We're not eating that, we're feeding that. That's what feeds our cattle around here. Because of the fact that we have true winters here with lots of snow and whatnot, our beef around here for the most part is grain-fed beef, as opposed to my family in Texas, whereas their corn is grass-fed. Their cattle is grass-fed. I'll be perfectly honest with you, I prefer my cattle grass-fed, but it's just not something that's doable in the Midwest. It's just not. I mean, there's a couple of reasons. Main reason is the winters. You're feeding hay and grain in the winter. The grass doesn't start really growing until later in the season, so there's less time that the cattle can be on the grass. And the fact that we don't have as much land. You know, I mean, my family has joked forever with me, my dad's side of the family, the side of the family that is from Texas, that, you know, you have, you know, people measure their property in square footage, or measure their property in acres, or hectares, or however the hell you pronounce it. In Texas, they have another unit of measurement. It's called an RI. Okay, R, like the letter R and the letter I. And what RI stands for is Rhode Island. There are ranches that are larger than the state of Rhode Island. So you have ranches that are 2.5 RI and 1.3 RI. We can't do that in Ohio. So it would be a little bit more difficult to grass feed your cattle. But anywho, that has always cracked me up. Now, my family at one point in time in Texas, they no longer have as much land, and neither does my family in Arkansas as what they once did. But at one point in time, my great-great-grandfather, Papa Knight, had 15,000 acres. 15,000 acres that he raised cattle and corn and hay on. Just can't even imagine that today. That's nowhere near the size of what I was talking about an RI. And little history, little tidbit. There once was a ranch in Texas, and it sounds like I'm starting a poem. But there was a ranch in Texas. It was called the XIT Ranch. Excuse me for the cough. Well, the XIT Ranch was a ranch that was started by, I do believe, some guys from Chicago. And these guys from Chicago gave money to the I don't know if it was a state yet or if it was the Republic of Texas. I don't know which it was. I imagine it may have been the Republic of Texas. I don't know. But anyway, they gave them money to build the Capitol building in Austin. And the Capitol building in Austin cost $1 million. Now, it doesn't sound like a lot of money to build a Capitol building today, but you got to figure we're talking about the 1830s or 40s, depending on if it was a state or a republic. Okay? So, you know, mid-1830s to the mid-1840s, somewhere in that area, they gave them the money to build the Capitol building, or money towards building the Capitol building. So they gave them $1 million. So the state or republic, whichever it was at the time, gave them 1 million acres. So the XIT Ranch was formed. 1 million acres. Think about that, 1 million acres. And these guys not only had 1 million acres, they fenced the damn thing in. So the XIT Ranch holds the record as the largest ranch fenced in, completely fenced in. 1 million acres, and these clowns fenced it in. I don't know why they fenced it in, but they fenced it in. 1 million acres inside a fence. But anyway, the XIT Ranch does not exist today. You do have several large ranches in Texas, and I don't know how I got on the ranch thing. I guess when we went by Jumbo Logger. But like I said, I had no clue what the hell I was going to talk about. There are a couple of ranches that pop into mind when I think of Texas currently, and both of them are larger than the state of Rhode Island, and that is the 4 Sixes, or called just the Sixes, and King Ranch. King Ranch, like you see on the Ford pickup trucks, the King Ranch edition. Well, the King Ranch edition Ford pickup trucks are named after the King Ranch in Texas. It's something, if you get a chance, Google them. Go online, check them out. Got some awesome pictures. King Ranch, you can buy all kinds of stuff from them. You know, you want to spend 40 grand on a couch, you can buy a $40,000 couch from the King Ranch. Their furniture division or whatever. But yeah, there are a bunch of big ranches in Texas like that. And every year they do a horse auction called Return to the Remuda. And that big horse auction, these ranches get together and sell off some of their horses. Most of them have just been started under saddle, and these horses all have awesome bloodlines. Ooh, that is a nice gust there. But anyway, if you get a chance, check them out. Again, I don't know how we got on that, but there's your little bit of history of Texas from somebody that lives in Ohio that grew up in Virginia and Rhode Island and Maryland and North Carolina. So there you go. The perfect place to get a little bit of ranching history from Texas, no less. But anywho, again, is what it is. It's a sunny day. I'm out on the VFR, just riding around and running off at the mouth, talking about ranches in Texas and cows and hay and corn. Whatever. But anyway, like I said, just out taking a ride. Figured I'd run, if I'm going to be out on a ride, might as well turn the GoPro on, doing some old school without all the extra camera angles and whatnot. Yeah, old school, like old school, throw it back 4 years. But anyway, But I figured might as well turn the camera on and capture whatever I see and whatever kind of diarrhea comes out of my mouth today. I'll stop up here at the gas station, get me a drink and a smoky thing refill. And of course, you know, drink means a Monster Energy because I'm on a bike. Woo! Oh God, I hate getting this. Okay, I will catch up to y'all after a bit. Mosey back towards the house and go home and weed eat. The one thing I was just thinking about as I was drinking my Monster Energy and getting my caffeine, getting all caffeinated up, was that maybe this weekend, since there's no softball, Mrs. Motomattman should have the opportunity to get out on her bike and ride too. Put out a new video. That didn't really look like a Walmart to me. Anyway, so both ought to be able to take turns. I mean, I know there's plenty of stuff she's got planned to do around the house. There's some work that needs to be done to the roof of the barn. I do know that. But besides that, I mean, the grass has been cut. I gotta do the trimming when I get home. And I washed the Taurus yesterday and had the kids vacuum it out. Dead deer. So that's done. A little bit of cleaning in the garage got done yesterday as well. So I don't know what all she's got planned, but it would make for a good time for her to take her Sporty out and stretch its legs. I mean, there's still, even though I mentioned earlier that the tryouts were done, because of the fact that Mrs. Motomattman is the president of the organization and there's like 8 teams, there's still work that she has to do computer-wise, getting everybody registered, getting invites sent out to the people that tried out, that the coaches are bringing to the team. So we got that has to be done, and then in responding to all those kind of emails and whatnot. So, I mean, so there's stuff that's left to be handled. It's not like we had tryouts, everything's done. But anyway, there should be time that both of us are able to get out on the bikes. I sneak out away from work to get some seat time in. She doesn't have the same opportunity that I do to be able to get out on the bike. But anyway, we'll see what we can do. Get her out there. So be looking for new videos from her as well. Of course, you could get out on her bike and you can see her video before you even see mine. But whatever. Another case of is what it is, what it is. Round bells. Like I said, it's getting to be that time. And that's a group of people that got screwed by the pandemic that people don't even think about, with all of the county fairs and whatnot being shut down, and also a lot of the auctions and whatnot. The farmers, especially the ones that sell hay, they've got to figure out how to deal with their stuff. And I'm riding and not even paying attention, and I've passed by my turns over and over and over again. See if I get another turn up here somewhere. Freaking dipstick. Because I am not headed at the current time towards the house. But anyway, we'll figure something out. Again, it's a little bit breezy, but it's a nice day otherwise. And we don't have a whole lot of those left. I mean, it's August. Hell, in a month and a half, it could be snowing here. There's somebody turning up here. I have no idea where that road goes, though. We'll just have to see. As we head into Middlefield, that's where I'm headed. I'm headed at daggone Middlefield. I should be coming up on something up here in a little ways. It'll cross me over. What is right here? Like my helmet. Oh, I can turn up here. This'll work. We'll take 322. That's the ticket. A little bit different road for you guys. I think I've been on here plenty of times in my videos, but I don't know if you'll necessarily right off recognize it. I don't know what people are doing here. Yeah, I figured that guy was turning up here, but the truck just pulled out in front of him. Oh well. Allows me to go. Dude mowing the asphalt. That Arms truck in there used to be a school. Country style drive-through. Ooh, water level's a little bit low there. Looks like a swamp, not like a river. Now we're in Huntingburg. Ah, that's what we'll do. We'll go up to 528. See hay for sale. Like I said, I'll start seeing that everywhere I go. Got Eddie Money on the radio in the head. I mean, like in the helmet, not like in my head, but in the helmet. Again, a lot of political signs popping up. Elite Auction Gallery and Consignment Center. Huntingburg Dairy Whip, closed until spring of 2021. And over here on my left is Rolling Green Golf Club. It's a public golf course. That's the golf course that every once in a while I'll ride by, or Mrs. Motomattman will ride by, will make a comment about the Amish golfers. Club road up. Needed to fix that. And if you take a left there, you go back towards my home, but you also go to the Observatory Park, which is someplace that Mrs. Motomattman has ridden to in her video, one of her videos. And it's a cool little park they've got there, and then next to it there's also a place with a big telescope that you can go like on trips. You can't do it right now because, you know, that kind of stuff is closed down, but you used to be able to, we'll say. Once COVID crap is done, you'll be able to again. Now we are headed to downtown Huntingburg. There's the Huntingburg Cemetery. Nice 90s Chevy four-wheel drive play toy there. There's the gazebo in Huntingburg where they have used to have like music and stuff in the summertime, you know, for free. Not this year because of COVID, but normally you would. Their little post office makes the Montville post office I was at earlier today look huge. This is a one stretch of road through here where the speed limit is like 40 or 45, something stupid like that, whereas the rest of the road is 55. And because of that, the police like to sit around and write tickets. Blinker's still on. See, 55 miles an hour. Anytime I realize I left my blinker on, it reminds me of, I saw this comic back in the day, and he was talking about people driving down the road for miles and miles and miles with their turn signal on. And one of the things he said was, "Hey, what's that clicking noise?" And anytime I see that, obviously you're not hearing it click, but anytime I see that, I think of that dude. There were a bunch of other things that he had to say that they were hilarious, absolutely hilarious. Another auction deal. Again, another straight road. Another horse boarding stables. Not a whole lot going on at that one. Big old pile of lime. Somebody working on their combine. Better get that fixed soon. I mean, one of the things is look, it is beautiful out here, especially this time of year. I mean, it really is. You know, damn roads are straight, which is not the greatest thing for being out on the bike. But I will be perfectly honest with you, in the wintertime, it is much appreciated that the roads are straight. because when it's snowing, like Star Wars looking snowing outside, and you can't see where you're going, and you got, you know, already have 2 feet of snow piled up on the sides of the roads, it's nice that the road's straight. So while it sucks for being on the bike, it's good for in the winter time. Now we got Tears for Fears going in the helmet. Everybody wants to rule the world. And yeah, I know I can't sing worth a damn. And another boarding training facility. And yeah, there's a lot of people out here, you know, have horses, and they have their horses at home. A lot of these boarding and training facilities are for people from outside the area that drive in here for this. Anyway, getting ready to make my turn onto Route 86, otherwise known as Plank Road. Headed home. Give you a little story on the Plank Road. Route 86 is called Plank Road because it was the first road that was paved in the area, but it wasn't paved with asphalt or anything like that. It was paved with planks of wood. So therefore, Plank Road. Anyway, yeah, how would you like that, riding down a wooden road? But anyway, I'm going to end it here. Hope everybody has a great day. Hope you're able to get out on 2 wheels this weekend. If you are, remember, keep the shiny side up, the rubber side down. If you like what you see, make sure you click the like and subscribe button and punch that bell so you get notifications whenever I upload any new content. Hoorah! Better stop screwing around as you come to a stop. Anyhow, hope everybody has a great day. Till next time, see ya!